Hello everyone. Hello and welcome. Good evening. Welcome to my session today. Let's wait for about 2 or 3 minutes. Let everyone join in and then we proceed. All right. So let's wait for about 2 or 3 minutes. Let's wait for 2 or 3 minutes. Let everyone join in. All right. Let's wait for 2 or 3 minutes. Let people join in and then we proceed. Hi Banu, how are you? Nice to see you. Welcome to the session. Okay, we're waiting for about 2 or 3 minutes. Let everyone join in and then we proceed. Okay, Banu? All right, quickly, everyone, quickly come in. Okay, let's wait for another 2 minutes. Okay, another minute or so and then we start off. All right. Okay, welcome to Unacademy, India's largest online learning platform that gives you a world of courses, resources, content, live and recorded sessions to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. And also welcome to Crack CA Exams with Us, which is a channel and vertical of Unacademy that caters to the students of CA Foundation and Intermediate in their journey and pursuit of preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations by providing top educators, quality content, and overall a great learning experience. So come, let's crack CA exams with Unacademy, India's largest online learning platform. Welcome to this session once again. Before we proceed, a brief introduction about the educator today. Hello, I'm Prathik Gupta. I am a Bachelor of Commerce from Christ College, Bangalore University. I am an Associate Member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, an Associate Member of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, and an Associate Member of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, and also a law graduate from Karnataka State Law University. I am currently a practicing Chartered Accountant and also a visiting faculty for CA subjects and an educator for CA students, both offline and online. Prior to starting on my own, I worked with SR Bartley Boy & Associates, that is the Indian member firm of Ernst & Young Global, in the Audit and Assurance Department. Then I went on to work with Ernst & Young India in the Mergers and Acquisitions Department. And then I finally went on to work with Manipal Group in Bangalore as the corporate controller of their Indian entity, as well as the German subsidiary located in Frankfurt, Germany. And it was only after I got back from Frankfurt, Germany that I decided to start something on my own. And that gave me an opportunity to become an educator, which in turn has given me an opportunity today to be able to take this session for your young, fine and bright CA aspirants. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And I hope you find the session useful. Anytime during the session, in case you have any questions, queries, observations or discussions to be made, please do not hesitate to drop in a line and I will take up the matter for discussion of a problem solving as soon as I can. I'd also like to draw your attention to my name, which is Prathik Gupta. It's Prathik with an H. Okay, I'm stressing on the H because a lot of people miss out the H, and because of which they are unable to find me on the YouTube channel as well as the Unacademy Learning App, and so they miss my sessions which are on YouTube and the Unacademy Learning App. There are hundreds of hours that I've taken on the YouTube channel as well as the Unacademy Learning App, and using this name, that is Prathik Gupta, Prathik, you can look me up on YouTube, as well as you can find me on the Unacademy Learning App in the form of special classes that have been taken exclusively for the benefit of students of CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. Alright, so with your permission, let's proceed. Like I told you, Unacademy caters to the students of CA Foundation and Intermediate through 3 platforms, that is YouTube, Special Class and the Plus platform of Unacademy. Let's quickly run through each. YouTube and special classes are absolutely free of cost, but they provide you immense amount of value and resources to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. YouTube is what you're watching right now. Okay, so if you go and look up Prathik Gupta, Prathik, Gupta, you'll see my hundreds of hours of sessions on YouTube which I've taken for your benefit. Special classes, on the other hand, are conducted on the Unacademy Learning App in the form of special classes, and those are free of cost as well. But again, they provide you an enormous amount of resources to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. The Plus platform of Unacademy is the premium platform of Unacademy, which is a payment-based subscription model and which has various subscription packages for the various examinations, more about which I will tell you in the following slides. Now in this slide, I will tell you why I would recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible. The first reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible is because of the daily live classes it conducts, where you get to chat with your educator, engage in discussions, ask your doubts and answer polls, all this while the class is going on. Yes, you heard it right. All this while the class is going on. You don't need to wait for the end of the class. You don't need to wait for a couple of hours after the class. You don't need to wait for a couple of days after the class. Neither do you need to wait for a weekend after the class. Also, you don't need to wait to fix up an appointment with your educator. You can answer your doubts and have discussions with him on a real-time basis as and when the class is going on. It is as simple as you putting your hand up in a live classroom, and your educator will be happy to answer your doubts and have discussions with you. The second reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the live tests and quizzes it conducts on a regular and periodic basis, which help in evaluation of your preparation and also get detailed analysis of your performance. Now you might wonder, why is this detailed analysis and evaluation important? So let me tell you that whenever you're preparing for a professional examination, it becomes very important for you to take a stock of your preparation from time to time to know where you stand in terms of your preparations. Okay, so from time to time you need to know which areas you're prepared, which areas you need to prepare more, which areas you might require external help. So basically the Plus platform of Unacademy helps to break down your preparation into three areas, that is your strong areas, your not so strong areas, and your weak areas, so that whatever limited preparation time you have for preparing for the examination, you can spend that time on these areas accordingly, until a time comes when your weak areas and your not so strong areas eventually becomes your strong areas. Thereby, the Plus platform of Unacademy ensures minimum wastage of your valuable time and maximum utilization of your limited preparation time. Okay, and the third reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the structured courses, as all the courses are structured in line with your exam syllabus to help you best prepare for it, which simply means all the Plus courses on the Plus platform of Unacademy are prepared keeping in mind your exam syllabus, so that once you complete a Plus course on the Plus platform of Unacademy, you can rest assured that you have completed the syllabus of your examination without missing out on any important or major points. And lastly and most importantly, why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the unlimited access it provides, as the one subscription gets you access to all our live and recorded courses to watch from the comfort of any of your devices, which simply means the one subscription to the Plus platform of Unacademy gets you access to all the live and recorded special classes present on the Unacademy platform, all the live and recorded Plus courses present on the Unacademy platform, and all these live and recorded sessions you can watch from the comfort of any of your devices, which means you can watch these sessions from your mobile phone, laptop, tablet, or desktop, as the case may be, without any restrictions. And also, you can view these live and recorded sessions 24/7 without any timing restrictions as well, like 10 to 5, 10 to 6, 10 to 7. No, there's nothing, no restrictions whatsoever. You can view them whenever you want to study. You can just simply pull out your mobile phone, log into the Unacademy Learning App, and start preparing for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. And also, you can view all these live and recorded sessions from any location you want, be it at home, be it when you're in college, be it when you're at work, or when you're traveling from college or work to home, or home to college or work, or you are waiting for someone for meeting, or you're in your native place, or you are on a vacation and you want to study. You can simply pull out your mobile phones, log into the Unacademy Learning App, and start your preparations for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. All you require is a good internet connection and data plan, which all of us are blessed with today. So keeping all these advantages in mind, I strongly recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible, in order to enhance and accelerate your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. Please take about 30 seconds, go through this. Any questions you may have, please ask me. Any questions you may have, please ask me. Okay, now in the previous slide you did hear me a lot of times say live and recorded Plus courses, live and recorded special classes. Now please remember, all these live and recorded Plus courses and live and recorded special classes are available on an app known as the Unacademy Learning App. So all of you that have downloaded the Unacademy Learning App and are using it, I thank you very much, and I request your support in the future as well. For those of you who have not yet downloaded the Unacademy Learning App, I request you to go to the Play Store on your mobile phone, download the Unacademy Learning App, install it on your phones, put in your mobile number where you will get an OTP, and using that OTP, please register on the Unacademy Learning App. It is as simple as that, with no lengthy or complicated procedures. Now you might ask me, okay, I have downloaded the Unacademy Learning App, I have installed it, I have registered on it using my mobile number and OTP, so what? So let me tell you that the Unacademy Learning App gives you access to all the live and recorded special classes that Unacademy has to offer to you to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examination, and it also gives you access to all the live and recorded Plus courses that Unacademy has to offer to you in order to accelerate and enhance your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. So keeping these points in mind, I request you to download the Unacademy Learning App, install it, put in your mobile number, and using the OTP that will come onto your mobile number, register on it, and make use of all the resources that are available there to help you in your preparation for the examinations. And I also have another request from you to spread the word around, to help the people around you download and install the Unacademy Learning App, help them register on it using their mobile numbers and OTPs, so that they too can make use of all the valuable resources that Unacademy has to provide to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. Okay, please take about 30 seconds, go through this, and then we proceed. Okay, Now, like I told you, the Plus platform of Unacademy is the premium platform of Unacademy, which is a payment-based subscription model and which has various subscription packages for the various examinations. Accordingly, the CA Foundation and Intermediate subscription packages provided by the Plus platform of Unacademy are as follows. The packages provided are for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and 24 months. The 1 month package costs about 3,500. The 3 months package costs about 8,750 rupees. The 6 months package costs about 14,000 rupees. The 12 months package costs about 17,500, and the 24 months package costs about 21,000 rupees. Now please remember, all these are the listed price of the packages. So before you make the payment for the package of your choice, please do not forget to use the code Prathik, Prathik, that's me, to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. I repeat, please do not forget to use the code Prathik, that is Prathik, to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. So the after discount price of the various packages are as follows. The 1 month package will cost you rupees 3150. The 3 month package will cost you rupees 7875. The 6 months package will cost you rupees 12,600. The 12 months package will cost you rupees 15,750, and the 24 months package will cost you rupees 18,900. So you see, immediately you get a discount of 10% on the above listed price when you use my code Prathik. Okay, now I personally recommend you to start off with the 12 months and 24 months packages for the following two reasons. Firstly, it is cost effective. If you compare the 1 month package cost with the per month cost of the 24 months and the 12 months package, you will see that you're getting great cost savings almost immediately. And secondly, and most importantly, since the CA Foundation and Intermediate courses are provided to you in one package, which is either the 12 months or the 24 months package, a 12 months or a 24 months package will be highly useful to you because it covers the entire duration of your course, that is the CA Foundation and the Intermediate, okay, in one package, and which normally the CA Foundation and Intermediate takes a minimum of about a year's time for you to prepare and clear the examination. So if you're getting a package that is 12 months or the 24 months package that covers the duration of both the CA Foundation and the Intermediate course at a very cost effective price, I think that is a very good deal. But having said that, you're free to choose the package of your choice. But before you make the payment, please do not forget to use the code Prathik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. Okay, you can also make use of the no cost EMI option available for the 6 months, 12 months and 24 months packages. And just in case you do not wish to make the entire payment at one shot. And also the payment options available are internet banking, debit card, credit card, and also all the coins that you've accumulated by watching the various special classes on the Unacademy Learning App or the Unacademy platform can be redeemed while you make the payment for the Plus program. Okay, so keeping all these packages, the benefits and the features and the discounts in mind, and also the advantages that I told you in the previous slide in mind, I strongly recommend and encourage you to become a part of the Plus platform of Unacademy in order to accelerate and enhance your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. Please take about a minute, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Please take about 30 seconds more. Any questions, please ask me. Okay. Let's proceed. Like I told you, the Unacademy Learning App gives you access to all the live and recorded special classes that Unacademy has to provide to you. Here are the snapshots of few of the many special classes that I have conducted on the Unacademy Learning App and which is waiting for you to use them for your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. There are special classes on RTPs, the Sale of Goods Act, the Indian Contracts Act, the Companies Act, Fundamentals of Accounting, Retirement of Partner, Admission of Partner, Death of Partner, Valuation of Inventories, Revision on Final Accounts of Non-Manufacturing Entities, Revision on Sale of Goods on Approval or Return Basis, and many more, hundreds of other sessions There are hundreds of hours of other special classes that are there on the Unacademy Learning App, waiting for you to make use of them. So log into the Unacademy Learning App, go to my profile, Prathik Gupta, Prathikgupta, and start making use of all those numerous resources and sessions that are there, which will help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. Please take about 30 seconds, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask. Okay, now here are also the links to few of the many special classes that I have conducted on the Unacademy Learning App. You can either click on these links or you can copy and paste these links on your browser to take you directly to the Unacademy Learning App and my special class so that you can make use of it. There are special classes on the Indian Contracts Act, the Sale of Goods Act, the Indian Partnership Act, the Limited Liability Partnership Act, the Companies Act, the Basics of Communication, Accounting Concepts, Revision Test Papers, May 2020, and many more. Okay. There are suggested answers, mock test papers, everything. So please log on to the Unacademy Learning App, go to my profile, Prathik Gupta, and start making use of all the hundreds of hours of sessions, special classes that I have conducted for your benefit. Okay, please take 30 seconds, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, now this was the schedule. Anyway, ignore this. Now let's start on with discussion on revision test papers. November 2019, issued business laws issued by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, which is being used for discussion and educational purposes only. Today we will have part 3, part 1 and 2 were done earlier. Okay, and today hopefully we will conclude this part. So how I'm going to do it is I'm going to read the question, explain the question to you, go through the answer, explain the answer to you, and then give you about 2 or 3 minutes to understand, read it, and then ask me any questions that you may have. Alright, does it sound good? So we will not do whatever we have done. We will start from where we stopped in the last class. Okay, I think we stopped here. So let's continue. Okay, question number 13. Okay, X and Y are partners in a partnership firm. X introduced A manager, as his partner to Z. A remained silent. Z, a trader believing A as partner, supplied 100 TV sets to the firm on credit. After expiry of the credit period, Z did not get the amount of TV sets sold to the partnership firm. Z filed a suit against X and A for the recovery of the price. Advise Z whether he can recover the amount from X and A under the Indian Partnership Act. Okay, so let me explain the question to you. Basically, X and Y were partners. Okay, X introduced A. A was the manager as his partner to Z. Okay, based on A being represented as a partner of X, Z supplied 100 TV sets. Okay, to X and Y. Now and then after the payment term, if when he did not get paid for these 100 TV sets, Z filed a case on X and A. Now the question is, please answer whether Z can recover the money from X and A. Okay, that's the question. Okay, so let's look at the answer. In the given case, along with X, the manager A is also liable for the price because he becomes a partner by holding out. Partner by holding out means when X put his arm round A and said that he's my partner, A should have clearly said, no, I'm not his partner, I'm his manager. But because A kept silent, now A is also responsible for the 100 TV sets that were sold by Z to X and Y. Okay, that also means partner by holding out. Partner by holding out. Section 28. Partnership by holding out is also known as partnership by estoppel, where a man holds himself out as a partner or allows others to do it. He is then stopped from denying the character he has assumed, and upon the faith of which creditors may be presumed to have acted, it is only the person to whom the representation has been made who has acted thereon that has the right to enforce liability of arising out of letting out. That means to whomever, only to Z it was represented, right? X represented to Z that A is my partner. So only Z has the right to file a case against X and A, not anyone else. You must also know that the purpose of fixing liability on a person who has by representation led another to act, it is not necessary to show that he was actuated by fraudulent intention. Alright, so this is the partner. So since A becomes the partner by holding out, now he cannot say that no, I'm not the partner and I will not pay. He should have said it when X introduced him as the partner. Because he kept quiet, now he becomes the partner by holding out and he is liable to Z when he files a case against them. Please take about 2 or 3 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, please take 2 more minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Okay, any questions, please ask me. Please take 2 more minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Go through it carefully. Any questions? Take a minute more. Okay, just take 30 seconds more and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, let's go to question number 14. Okay, what does dissolution of partnership firm take place? When does dissolution of partnership firm take place? Under the provisions of the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Okay, so now the question here is, when does the dissolution of a partnership firm take place under the provisions of the Indian Partnership Act 1932? Okay, interesting question. Dissolution of the firm. The dissolution of the firm means discontinuation of the jural relation existing between all the partners of the firm. Okay, but when only one of the partners retires or becomes incapacitated from acting as partner due to death, insolvency, or insanity, the partnership, that is the relationship between such a partner and the other, is dissolved. But the rest may decide to continue. So whenever there are 3 or 4 partners and one of them dies or one of them retires, that does not mean that the partnership comes to an end, that the partnership is dissolved. It's only the relationship between the retiring or the deceased partner and the remaining partner comes to an end, and the others may continue to carry on the business. In such cases, there is in practice no dissolution of the firm. The particular partner goes out, but the remaining partners carry on the business of the firm. In the case of dissolution of the firm, on the other hand, the whole firm is dissolved. The partnership terminates as between each and every partner. Okay. So see, now there are partners A, B, and C. Let's say there are partners A, B, and C. So let's say if C retires or C dies or something, that does not mean that the partnership firm Messrs ABC Enterprises dissolved. Okay, it's only that the remaining partners A and B continue the partnership firm. So only the relationship between B and C and A and C has come to an end, but the partnership firm continues to carry on its business. So that means only the relationship between A and C and B and C has dissolved, but not the whole partnership firm. So Messrs ABC Enterprises, that is the partnership firm of A, B, and C, will come to an end. When that comes to an end, then that is said to be the dissolution of the partnership firm. Okay, until then A and B can continue the partnership firm. Okay, even if C is retired or dead, A and B can continue the partnership firm. Okay, and dissolution means the whole firm ABC Enterprises is shut down and it's come to an end. That is what you mean by dissolution of the partnership firm. Okay, dissolution of a firm may take place. Now let's look at the circumstances in which the dissolution. Hi Om, how are you? Welcome. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Om. कैसा है? Okay, all right. So now dissolution of a firm may take place. Now, what are the circumstances in which the dissolution of the firm may take place? First one, as a result of any agreement between all the partners, dissolution by agreement. So let's say A, B, and C are partners in the partnership firm, and they decide by agreement that they want to dissolve the firm. In that case, it is the dissolution of the firm takes place by an agreement between the partners. Okay. The second one, by adjudication of all the partners or of all the partners but one as insolvent. So let's say A, B, and C are partners in the partnership firm, and out of A, B, and C, B and C are declared as insolvent or bankrupt by a competent court. In that case, A alone cannot run the partnership firm. So in that case, the partnership firm ABC Enterprises stands automatically dissolved. Hi Om, how are you? Chalo, very nice. Very nice. ठीक है ओम? चलो. Okay, so that is the second one, where the adjudication of all the partners or of all the partners but one as insolvent, compulsory dissolution. That is also known as compulsory dissolution. Then point number C, by the business of the firm becoming unlawful. So let's say ABC Enterprises started off for carrying on trading in textiles, but slowly instead of textiles they started dealing in weapons, and the whole business for which the partnership firm was made becomes unlawful. In that case, there is a compulsory dissolution which could be ordered by the court. The courts could order that ABC Enterprises, because they are carrying on any unlawful activities, they stand dissolved. Okay, please take about 2 or 3 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Om, any questions, please ask me. Okay, take about 2 minutes, go through this. Alright, take about a minute more and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Please go through it carefully. Are we done? Please let me know once you're done. Please let me know once you're done. Well, this is a session on revision test papers issued by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, being used for educational and discussion purposes only. Okay, this is for the CA Foundation course. Okay, Om, so how is your preparation coming along? How are your studies going on? Okay, so let's continue. Then subject to the agreement between the parties on the happening of certain contingencies. Okay, so this is the third mode of dissolution of a partnership firm, that is subject to agreement between the parties on the happening of certain contingencies such as effluence of time, completion of the venture, death of the partner, insolvency of the partner. Okay, so that means whenever there's an agreement between the partners that this partnership firm will carry on for a period of 2 years or 5 years or 10 years, and 2 years, 5 years or 10 years is completed, then at the end of those 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, the partnership firm stands automatically dissolved. Okay, that is because it is efflux of time. Then second one is completion of the venture for which it was entered into. So whenever there's a partnership firm for a very specific venture, okay, and once that venture is complete, then in that case, once the venture is complete, the partnership firm stands dissolved automatically. Okay, so this is all subject to an agreement between the partners. Then when there is a death of a partner, let's say there are just two partners and one of them dies, then the other one cannot carry on business. So either he has to admit someone as a partner or he has to dissolve his partnership firm. Okay, so in that case he dissolves. Then due to the death of the partner, there is a dissolution of a partnership firm, and then insolvency of a partner. We already saw it in the last slide. When all of the partners in a partnership firm or all but one are declared as insolvent by a competent court, then there is a compulsory dissolution of the partnership firm, as bankrupt people or insolvent people cannot run a business or enter into contracts. Alright, that's your point number D. Then go to point number E. By a partner giving a notice of his intention to dissolve the firm in case of partnership at will, and the firm being dissolved as from the date mentioned in the notice, or if no date is mentioned, as from the date of communication and notice. So let's say there are two partners, A and B, and A wants to suddenly dissolve the firm. So he gives a notice to the other partner that he is no longer interested and to carry on, and he wants to dissolve the firm. So in this case, from the date mentioned in the notice, or if no date is mentioned in the notice, from the date of communication of the notice to the other partner, the partnership firm will stand dissolved. The other partner can also send a notice to the court saying that he wants the partnership firm to be dissolved because of illegal activities or whatever. Okay. Then by intervention of the court. Now the ABCDE what you saw was compulsory dissolution or dissolution by the partners of the partnership firm. Now this is the case where the court intervenes and orders for dissolution of a partnership firm. Now what are the situations? A partner becoming unsound mind. So let's say any one of the partner becomes a person of unsound mind and the remaining partners do not voluntarily dissolve the firm. In that case, the court can step in and order for dissolution of the firm, because a person of unsound mind cannot really enter into contracts. Second, a permanent incapacity of a partner to perform his duties or such. So if one of the partners falls ill or he meets with an accident and he's permanently incapacitated to perform any functions of the partner or perform any of his duties, in that case the court can jump in and say that okay, dissolve the firm, it can no longer carry on its duties. Misconduct of a partner affecting the business. So let's say there are partners A, B and C, and if any of the partners carry on any misconduct which gives a bad name or affects the business negatively, then the courts can order that the entire business, the partnership business, be dissolved and come to an end. Fourth, willful or persistent breaches of agreements. It's not branches, it is breaches. Okay, breaches of agreement by the partner. So please remember, all the partners come together and work based on a document known as a partnership deed. And if one particular partner or one or more of the partners consistently breach the terms of the agreement between them again and again, and this event is brought to the notice of the court can look into this and order the dissolution of the partnership firm. Transfer or sale of the whole interest of a partner. So whenever any partner transfers his interest, that means his shareholding or whatever or his share of profits in the partnership firm to anyone else, in that case the court can decide to order for dissolution of the firm. Improbability of the business being carried out at loss. So constantly, if the partnership firm is going on making losses with no signs of making profits, the courts, to protect the interest of the sundry creditors and the other vendors and customers of the partnership business, may order that the partnership firm be dissolved. Okay, and the court being satisfied on other equitable grounds that the firm should be dissolved. So this is a residual category. If the courts feel that due to some unavoidable reasons or valid reasons the firm needs to stand dissolved, the court may order for its dissolution. Alright, please take about 2 or 3 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask. Please take 2 or 3 minutes. Take 2 or 3 minutes. Any questions, please ask me. Carefully go through this. Any questions, please ask. Take 2 more minutes. Any questions, please ask. Let me know once you're done. Please take about a minute, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, now let's go to the next topic, that is your Limited Liability Partnership Act, or the LLP Act 2008. Okay, who are the individuals which shall not be capable of becoming a partner of a limited liability partnership? Okay, so the first question is, who are the persons, for the individuals who shall not be capable of becoming a partner in a limited liability partnership? Answer: Partners, Section 5 of the Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. Any individual or body corporate may be a partner in an LLP. Okay. So firstly, it is any person, any individual or body corporate may be a partner in an LLP. However, an individual shall not be capable of becoming a partner of an LLP if, so these are the conditions, the negative conditions, if he has been found of unsound mind by a court of competent jurisdiction and the finding is enforced. That means if the court declares a particular person as a person of unsound mind, then such person cannot be a partner in the limited liability partnership. B, he is an undischarged insolvent. That means he has been declared bankrupt by a competent court of jurisdiction. So please remember, insolvent or bankrupt people cannot enter into contracts, so they cannot become partners of an LLP. C, he has applied to be adjudicated as an insolvent and his application is pending. So instead of the court declaring him, he has given an application in the court that please declare me as bankrupt or insolvent, and that application is pending. So such people cannot become partners in a LLP. Alright, please take 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask. Please take 2 more minutes. Any questions, please ask. Okay, any questions, please ask me. Please take about a minute more. Om, any questions, please ask me. Banu, any questions, please ask me. Okay, just take about 30 seconds more and then we proceed. Let me know once all of you are done. Okay, almost there. Just moving on. Okay, let's look at the next question. What are the effects of registration of an LLP? Okay, the question is quite simple. What are the effects of registration of an LLP? Answer. The effect of registration, Section 14 of the LLP Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. On registration, an LLP by its name shall be capable of. Okay, so once an LLP is registered, the LLP shall be capable of suing and being sued. That means it can sue someone and it can also be sued by any person. Okay, so that is once an LLP is up and running and it gets registered, then the first right that it has is this: it can sue someone and it can also be sued. Okay, but please remember what was the difference in the traditional partnership. In the traditional partnership, could sue someone only when it got registered with the registrar of firms. Okay, so the limited liability of partnership is under the MCA, and so once the registrar issues a certificate, it can sue and it also be sued. Second one, it can become capable of acquiring, owning, holding and developing or disposing of property, whether movable or immovable, tangible or intangible. So once an LLP comes into existence, the LLP shall be capable of acquiring, owning, holding and developing or disposing of property, whether movable or immovable, tangible or intangible. Okay, movable property means something that can be moved around. Immovable property means something that cannot be moved around. Hi Shivam, hi Omkar, how are you? Nice to see you all here. Okay, and tangible is something that you can feel, touch and feel, and intangible is which you cannot touch and feel. Okay, so it is capable of holding and owning such properties. The third one, it's capable of having a common seal if it decides to have one. And fourthly, doing and suffering from such other acts and things as body corporates may lawfully do to suffer. So that means it can enter into contracts, hold properties, do work, okay, like other body corporates can. Once it's registered, it can. Okay, we have India. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Okay, please take about 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Please take about 2 or 3 minutes, go through this. Okay, please take about 2 more minutes, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Let me know once you're done. Thank you, Umesh. Nice to see you. Welcome to the session. Okay, take about a minute more. Okay, now let's move on. Let's start off with the next topic, that is the Companies Act 2013, question number 17. Okay. Okay. Some of the creditors of Pharmaceutical Appliances Limited have complained that the company was formed by the promoters only to defraud the creditors and circumvent the compliance of legal provisions of the Companies Act 2013. In this context, they seek your advice as to the meaning of corporate veil and when the promoters can be made personally liable for the debts of the company. All right. So here, the question. Let's read the question again. Some of the creditors of Pharmaceutical Appliances Limited have complained that the company was formed by the promoters only to defraud the creditors and circumvent the compliance of legal provisions of the Companies Act 2013. In this context, they seek your advice as to the meaning of corporate veil and when the promoters shall be made personally liable for the debts of the company. Okay. So now, firstly, before we go to the answer, let's look at what do you mean by corporate veil? Corporate veil. Corporate veil refers. अभिनव पता नहीं अभिनव मैं पेपर सेट नहीं कर रहा, so I don't know. ठीक है, but it should not be okay. अगर आप it should not be all that difficult. ठीक है, अगर आप मुझसे डायरेक्टली ऐसे पूछोगे तो मैं कैसे बताऊं? Okay, corporate veil refers to a legal concept whereby the company is identified separate from the members of the company. Okay, so please remember, once a company is incorporated on the Companies Act, one of the basic features of that is that the company is separate from its members. The company and the members are not together, they are separate. Okay, so this is known as the corporate veil. There is a shield between the company and the members, and the company works through the members. Okay, but they are separate. But there are situations and circumstances in which the corporate veil, the so-called veil or curtain, could be raised to find out who the real owners of the company are and what their real motives are. Okay, so corporate veil refers to a legal concept whereby the company is identified separately from the members of the company. The term corporate veil refers to the concept that members of a company are shielded. Members of the company are shielded from liability connected to the company's actions. If the company incurs any debts or contravenes any laws, the corporate veil concept implies that members should not be liable for those errors. In other words, they enjoy corporate insulation. Thus, the shareholders are protected from the acts of the company. So, company is treated separate, the shareholders are treated separate. That is what known as corporate veil. And for the misdeeds of the company, the shareholders will not be responsible, and vice versa. Okay, that is what you mean by corporate veil. Please take about 2 or 3 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Please take 2 or 3 minutes. Any questions, please ask me. Let me know once you're done, please. Any questions, please ask. Please take 2 more minutes, go through this carefully and ask me any questions you may have. Any questions, please ask. Hello Kasim, how are you? Nice to see you. कैसे हो? Okay, take about a minute more. Kasim, let me know once you're done. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, are we done? Okay, you want to read it for another minute? Please go through this. Okay, let's move on to the next one. However, under certain exceptional circumstances, the courts lift or pierce the corporate veil by ignoring the separate entity of the company and the promoters and other persons who have managed and control the affairs of the company. Okay, so like we discussed, once the company is incorporated, the company is separate from its members, and that is what is known as the corporate veil. But under certain exceptional circumstances, the courts lift or pierce the corporate veil by ignoring the separate entity of the company and the promoters and the other persons who have managed and controlled the affairs of the company. Thus, when the corporate veil is lifted by the courts, the promoters and persons exercising control over the affairs of the company are held personally liable for the acts of the debts of the company. So, whenever the courts decide to lift the corporate veil of the company, then what happens? Whoever are the promoters or the people who are responsible for the acts and for managing the affairs of the company are liable for the acts and debts of the company. Then the courts do not make a distinction between the company and the people behind the management or affairs of the company. Okay, that is known as lifting of corporate veil. Okay, the following are the cases where company law disregards the principle of corporate personality or the principle that the company is a legal entity distinct and separate from its shareholders or members. Okay, now these are the following circumstances in which the corporate veil of the company is lifted. Now what are those? Let's have a look. To determine the character of the company, to find out whether co-enemy or friend. So let's say any people from a enemy country come into our country, forge all the documents and everything, and they start a company here. Okay, then it becomes very important for us to lift the corporate veil and see who's really behind managing the affairs of the company, because it could be people from the enemy country creating a company here to damage or to destroy or to hurt our own country. So in this case, it becomes very important whenever there is a doubt that anyone is from an enemy country, whether he's a co-enemy or a friend, the corporate veil could be raised and the courts could see that who is really behind managing the affairs of such a company. Okay, that's the first one, to determine the character of the company, to find out whether co-enemy or friend. Second, to protect revenue or tax. Whenever there are various companies being formed with an intention to evade taxes or revenues to the government, then in that case the corporate veil of the company can be raised, because you know what happens, a person starts with numerous companies and he distributes his income in various companies so that he can take care of the advantages or lower tax slabs of each company and not pay taxes to the government. So whenever the government or the authorities has a doubt that a person is creating companies just to avoid or evade taxes, in that case the corporate veil of the company could be raised to find out who really is behind such a company, to avoid a legal obligation. Now a lot of, like for example, PF, ESI and a lot of contributions are there. So a lot of times people, in order to avoid these, they start up shell companies or false companies and they transfer their employees there so that they do not have to make those legal obligations and do not incur cost for those compliances. Okay, so in that case also, when it comes to the government's knowledge that maybe a person or a company is doing this to avoid taxes or to avoid legal obligations, then in that case the corporate veil of the company could be raised and to find out who really are the owners of the company. Formation of subsidiaries to act as agents. A lot of times the companies start off subsidiaries. Subsidiaries means when the 50% or more of share capital is held by another company, then that is known as a subsidiary. So they form subsidiaries in order to avoid or evade taxes and to help only as agents, so the high cost or low revenue transactions between the principal and subsidiary. So to avoid all this also, there may be many times in which the courts could raise or the authorities could lift the corporate veil and see who's really behind those companies. And if it appears that a company is formed for fraudulent or improper purposes or to defeat the law, then in this case also the corporate veil could be raised. Okay, and to find out who really are there behind the management of the company. Please take about 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask me. Let me know once you're done, please. Any questions, please ask. Let me know once you're done, please. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Take about a minute more and then we proceed. Okay, are we done? Let's go to question number 18. Explain clearly the doctrine of indoor management as applicable in cases registered under the Companies Act 1956. Explain the circumstances in which an outsider dealing with the company cannot claim relief under the doctrine of indoor management. Okay, so it's an interesting question. Okay, so explain clearly the doctrine of indoor management as applicable in cases of companies registered under the Companies Act 1956. Explain the circumstances in which an outsider dealing with the company cannot claim relief on the ground of indoor management. Okay, so firstly we need to understand what is indoor management, and then we need to understand what are the circumstances in which an outsider dealing with the company cannot claim relief under the doctrine of indoor management. Okay, let's look at it. Answer: what is the meaning of doctrine of indoor management? According to the doctrine of indoor management, the outsiders dealing with the company though are supposed to have satisfied themselves regarding the competence of the company to enter into the proposed contract, are also entitled to assume that as far as internal compliance procedures and regulations by the company is concerned, everything has been done properly. They are bound to examine the registered documents of the company and ensure that the proposed dealing is not inconsistent therewith, but they are not bound to do more. They are fully entitled to presume regularity and compliance by the company with the internal procedures as required by the memorandum and the articles. This doctrine is a limitation to the doctrine of constructive notice and popularly known as the rule laid down in the celebrated case of Royal British Bank versus Turquand. Thus, the doctrine of indoor management aims to protect outsiders against the company. Okay, now please listen to me carefully. Now, see, there are two concepts here. Constructive notice. Okay, now what do you mean by constructive notice? Okay, now listen carefully. Now, constructive notice means, now see, there are two primary documents of a company. That is your articles of association and a memorandum of association. So, constructive notice simply means any person dealing with the company, whether it's a customer or whether it's a vendor or whether it's anyone, is supposed to know, to have read the articles of association and the memorandum of association of the company, as these are public documents. I think under section 499 of the Companies Act. Okay, 2013, I think so. Alright, so as per that act, everyone is assumed to have gone through the memorandum of association and the articles of association before they deal with the company. Why is that important? Because see, the memorandum of association of the company contains the object clause, which clearly says the activities that a company is permitted to carry out. So any person, any vendor dealing with the company, or any customer dealing with the company must first check the articles of association whether that particular company is entitled to carry on that activity, because if a company does any act that is beyond the powers given to it by the memorandum of association, then such an act is known as ultra vires the memorandum, and that is completely void, and no act or no ratification can regularize that act. Okay, and if any person has dealt with the company without the knowledge of articles and memorandum of the association of the company, then he is at his own risk. So the doctrine of constructive notice means any person who is dealing with the company has obtained a copy of the articles of association of the company and the memorandum of association of the company and read it, and only then has dealt with the company. Okay, now the articles of association contains many clauses, the memorandum of association contains many clauses. Now, to contrary of this is doctrine of indoor management. Now, a lot of times what happens, the company does a wrong act and it says, oh, this is not there in the memorandum. You should have read the memorandum. Now you have not read it, so it's your risk. Now, to protect the outsiders from such a reaction or to such a thing, the doctrine of indoor management was established. Okay, the doctrine of indoor management says, even though any person dealing with the company is supposed to have read the articles of association and the memorandum of association of the company, but he is not bound to check whether the internal procedures and policies of the companies have been followed. For internal procedures and policies like holding a board meeting, quorum for the board meeting, notice for the board meeting, resolution, filing of documents with the ROC, all that is not the job of the external person who is dealing with the company. Okay, he can assume that all these things have been done and all the internal procedures of the company have been taken care of by the company. But he has to check whether the particular activity is permitted by the memorandum or not. Remaining whatever is the procedures and practices mentioned in the articles of association, he is assumed that the company has done it and taken care of it without him having to bother about it. That is known as the doctrine of indoor management, and it is also known as the Turquand rule because there is a leading case known as Royal British Bank versus Turquand. Okay, please take about 2 or 3 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask me. Please take 2 or 3 minutes. let me know once you're done. Let me know once you're done. Please take about a minute or two more. Go through this carefully. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, let's go on to the next one. The above mentioned doctrine of indoor management or Turquoise rule has limitations of its own. This is to say it is inapplicable in the following cases. Now, this is the second part of the questions, in which the following circumstances are in which the indoor management, the doctrine of indoor management is not applicable. Okay. First is actual or constructive knowledge of irregularity. So, if any person, any outsider who is dealing with the company has actual knowledge of the irregularity happened in the internal proceedings of the company, then in that case he cannot rely on the protection given by the doctrine of indoor management. This rule does not protect any person when the person dealing with the company has noticed, whether actual or constructive, of the irregularity. So any person dealing with the company, if he actually knows that the internal proceedings of the company are not proper, they are not doing it properly, then he cannot rely on the doctrine of indoor management. Okay. Suspicion of irregularity. So any person who is dealing with the company, if he has suspicion or if he has a doubt that something is wrong with the company, something is not right going on, then he should inquire and satisfy himself that everything internally in the company is going on properly, and only then should carry out transactions with the company. If he does so without checking, and if he's got a reason to believe that something is not right, then he will be responsible and he cannot take protection against the doctrine of indoor management. The doctrine in no way rewards those who have behaved negligently. Where the persons dealing with the company is put on an inquiry, for example, where the transaction is unusual or not in the ordinary course of business, it is the duty of the outsider to make an inquiry. Okay? Forgery. The doctrine of indoor management applies only to irregularities which might otherwise affect a transaction, but it cannot apply to forgery, which must be regarded as nullity. So, whatever be the situation, if there is any forgery that has happened internally, then the person cannot rely on the doctrine of indoor management, as forgery is regarded as nullity right from the beginning. So these are the circumstances in which the doctrine of indoor management or Turquoise rule does not hold good. Okay, please take about 2 or 3 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. You are in this, any questions, please ask me. Go through this again. Any questions, please ask me. Take 2 minutes, go through this. Please take about a minute more. Any questions, please ask me. Let me know once you're done. And if you have any questions on any of the questions that we've asked so far, please ask me that as well. I would be happy to answer your queries. Any questions? Okay, please take about a minute more and then we'll proceed to the next slide. Take a minute more. Just about 30 seconds more and then we proceed. All right, we're almost there. Any questions? Okay, in case you have no questions, then that brings the end of the revision test papers November 2019. So welcome to Let's Crack CA Exams, a vertical and channel of Unacademy that caters to the students of CA Foundation and Intermediate in their journey and pursuit of preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examination by providing top educators, quality content, and overall a great learning experience. So come, let's crack CA exams with Unacademy, India's largest online learning platform. And please do not forget to use my code Prathik when you subscribe to the Plus platform to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price, on the web price. Okay, before we go, there is also another important announcement I would like to make. Just hold on. Just give me a minute. Okay, so I'm happy and pleased to announce to you that the CA Inter aspirants have a Yodha batch coming up for the May 21 attempt by the leading educators of Unacademy, taking this session for you. It is starting from 14th December. It has already started since 14th December. So please subscribe to it for the Plus course, where you have leading educators of the Unacademy platform taking these sessions for you. Okay, and this is part of the Plus platform. And while using the Plus, while enrolling for the Plus program, please do not forget to use the code Prathik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. The Yodha May 2021 complete course for CA Intermediate Group 1, you have leading educators there. And then you also have another one starting off for Group 2, which is again carried out by a group of leading educators at Unacademy. So again, just to recollect, why the Unacademy Plus subscription? Firstly, because you get the best educators in India. You get 100% live interactive classes. You do not need to wait for the end of the class to ask your queries and doubts. You can do so right then and there when the class is going on. It's as simple as you lifting your hands up in a live classroom, and your educator will be happy to answer your queries and doubts. You have live doubt solving sessions, recorded sessions with unlimited views. You can view all the unlimited recorded live and recorded special classes, live and recorded Plus courses from the benefit of any of your devices, which is your mobile phone, laptop, tablet, or your desktop, as the case may be. You can view it 24/7 without any timing restrictions. Anytime midnight, you can just pull out your mobile phone, log into the Unacademy Learning App, and start making use of all the resources that it has to provide to you to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. All right, and the one subscription, you have just one subscription for both the CA Foundation and the CA Intermediate Examination, which is provided to you at a very cost-effective price. So it makes sense for you to go for the 12 months or the 24 months plus subscription, which covers the entire duration of both the courses, that is the CA Foundation and the CA Intermediate, and at a very cost-effective price. All right, so, and while doing so, please do not forget to use the code Prathik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. And like I said, it's available to you 24/7 without any timing restrictions, like 10 to 4, 10 to 5, 10 to 6, nothing. Any time of the day when you want to prepare, you can simply pull out your mobile phone, log into the Unacademy Learning platform and start preparing. That's the rate card in front of you, the packages provided by the Plus platform of Unacademy. The 1 month package, the list price is 3,500. The 3 month package costs you rupees 8,750. The 6 months package costs you rupees 14,000. The 12 months package costs you rupees 17,500. And the 24 months package costs you rupees 21,000 rupees. Now please remember, this is the list price. So before you make the payment for the package of your choice, please do not forget to use the code Prathik, Prathik, that's my name, to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. So the after discount price of the various packages will be: the 1 month package will cost you rupees 3,150. The 3 month package will cost you rupees 7,570. The 6 months package will cost you rupees 12,600. The 12 months package will cost you rupees 15,750, and the 24 months package will cost you rupees 18,900. So you see, you immediately get a discount of 10% when you use my code for these packages. Okay, so please go ahead, make use of these offers and the discounts, and get onto the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible in order to accelerate and enhance your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. All right, please go through this for a minute, and then we wind up. Okay, any questions you may have, please ask me. Please do enroll yourself for the Yodha 2021 May 2021 batch, which will be very beneficial to you, with the leading educators at the Unacademy platform taking these sessions for you. Okay, please take about a minute more, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask. Yeah, you can go through this slide as well. Why the Unacademy subscription? Okay, and then these are the educators for your Yodha May 2021 complete course for CA Intermediate Group 2. Okay. Then these are the gentlemen, these are the educators for your Yodha May 21 complete course for CA Intermediate Group 1. Okay, and they are highly experienced, highly knowledgeable, and they will help you out in your preparations. Okay, and this is about the attempt. The Yodha May 21 attempt, it's already started on 14 December, but you can still subscribe to the Plus platform, and this will enable you to crack CA like a warrior. Okay, with exclusive live batches with top educators. So I really look forward to seeing all of you on the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible in order to accelerate and enhance your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examination.